Hello everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. I'm sorry for stopping in court, but we're in the middle of court. Oh, Gumshoe didn't do a very good job in helping us prove that Maggie is innocent. In fact, he did a pretty bad job. And now I'm worried because I think we're probably going to have another witness called here. Because we're pretty much at the end of the rope with Gumshoe. He's pretty much told us everything he can.
Mr. Gatto, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call?
Oh, Cyclops is still fucked up about what happened last time. All about the coffee cup and the prescription medicine and everything like that. Jesus.
Mr. Gatto?
What happened? Did you get some coffee in there? I got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. What? It's the old man who was in the restaurant on the day of the murder. Gumshoe's gonna call that witness? Victor Kudo, the pigeon hater?
Very well.
Oh, God. I don't want to voice him. I still don't even know what voice I gave him. It keeps changing.
The matter of the disappearing medication seems little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me.
Yay! Good job, Nick. We did it. At least we stalled for time.
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
Ha!
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Is that a euphemism? I'm gonna go ahead and say it is.
Court is adjourned for recess. Whoops.
This happens. Anyway. Alright. Oh, God. What are we gonna do here? Like, what? Are we gonna be able to do this? Oh, that was close.
Tell me about it.
I nearly died in there. That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How could he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me. Well, he has to tell the truth, though. But he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. Felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. Oh no. Oh.
Don't feel that way about Gumshoe. He tried.
I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again.
Oh no.
Poor Gumshoe. So the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo. I can't wait for this. Lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. Whoa, what? Oh. Yeah.
That's a euphemism. I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know. Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Nick?
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. Phoenix has said that before. Wait, what?
Alright, here we go. Oh, I can't even imagine how this is gonna play out. I'm worried about this.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Gatto, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand?
If he has the seeds in his hand, I swear... Come on. Why are you gonna sit here in court standing with those? There's no birds in here.
Name and occupation if you don't mind.
What did I do for his voice last time? Did I just give him like a shiny, like an old man voice? The name's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what make me, mind ya, I can be quite emotional at times too.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation. He's a bum. He doesn't do anything.
My occupation? Listen, youngin', how much do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do, or I did, back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed. Wow, a real craftsman. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe he could embroider my costume sometime. Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
Oh, I can only imagine how that went. It's like that Simpsons episode where Abe Simpson works at the burger shop. Ever see a burger that could take a bite out of you?
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
True. Now then, witness, were you at the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh, yeah, I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino. What? Gross.
Seeds?
Don't ask. What do you think these are? He eats those too? Ugh, maybe he needs the fiber. Well, he is an old dude. Probably definitely needs it. He's gotta push all that through, you know, keep it all working.
I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps?
Did I? Yes. Oh, yeah, I did. I saw it all.
Then please tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure. I'll tell you every last detail.
Great. He's really getting into this. Can only imagine what this is gonna unfurl.
What I witnessed. All right, tell me. The young man was reading the sports paper.
Oh, look at this.
The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it.
What?
The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl, right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Yeah, I bet you do. Oh. Alright, well, time to do our dominant strategy. Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Yeah, God, this isn't the 1800s. Ah, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones,
Newfangled?
God, Judge, he's even older than you. All this talk of radios and glasses, wireless, spectacles, I tell you.
Excuse me?
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, Your Honor.
Jeez. Alright, fine. I'm gonna press everything, because that's what I do. That's how I win. The young man was reading the sports paper. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's true, but let's hear about it. So you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenoak? I wanted to know if Goochton Braun retained his championship or not. So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? And at the location in question, there are partitions between the tables on the same sides of the restaurant, right? So what if there are? If you say that you could see the victim, he'd have to be sitting across from him, right? Yeah. That means you were sitting on a table at the other side of the restaurant, correct? Nah. I go to that place to drink Javachino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember what table I was sitting at.
What? You mean you go there to eye the waitress? Exactly. Ew.
Serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. Alright, tell me about that. Mr. Kudo, that is a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw? Victor Kudo never makes mistakes! I dot every T and cross every I. I see. My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress. Yeah.
He's gross. And I saw what serving girl put in the Javachino as well. How the hell did you see that then? I don't think so.
I bet I know what's coming up, but something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Should I do it now? Not sure. If Phoenix says he's not gonna like it, maybe we shouldn't have him say it? Let me see what the rest of them say before I do this. It'd be dangerous to press this too much. I better ignore it for now. So what happened next? The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. Alright. He took just one sip?
You youngins. You waste everything. First of all, how did he even notice this if he was busy, like, eyeing Maggie? Then he didn't actually see this guy sipping anything. Come on. Those Javachinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop, eaten the cup, and then died.
Too bad you didn't. Congratulations, you've earned the title of baddiest man to grace a courtroom. So it was an immediate death? Well, with potassium cyanide, I suppose that is possible.
Oh yeah, he slumped over without so much of a twitch. I felt the Javachino I just drank turn sour in my stomach.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. And the waitress? I presume she is...
That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well. Yeah, because you were busy looking at her butt. You did not see that dude drink nothing. You are lying. You said I remember her well in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by? Particular features is a disgrace, is what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her, you know, her nose. That's what you meant? She's practically naked in that uniform. No, she's not. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court of any further mental anguish from that image.
What do you mean? I saw a picture of Phoenix the other day in the maid outfit. Someone posted it to me on Twitter. Thank you, by the way, and it was super cute. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together. Well, I was getting excited because Phoenix looks so cute in the maid outfit. I'm sorry. Nah, there are other things I recognized about her, too.
Like what?
He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Well, let's hear about this, because maybe we can get him something on this, and if not, then I can go back and press the other ones. Maybe he'll mess up here and be like, oh, I remember, she had a big old butt and some blonde hair, and I'll be like, hell no, she don't got no blonde hair. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee order to the victim. But what matters is whether the waitress was Maggie Bird or not. This is probably the only thing we've got, isn't it?
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Oh, okay. Sure. There was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose. Oh, what? Apron straps were loose? What do you mean? Tell me about this. I don't get it. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. If her apron straps were loose, are they going to go ahead and pin it that someone else put the costume on real quick? But who else could it have been? But what about the most crucial detail of all, her face? He doesn't care about that, does he? Yeah, as if I wouldn't remember that. What you gotta say there, Cyclops?
The witness noticed the straps on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
Still, I want to ask about it. That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyesight.
Was there another girl in the place? That's what I'm wondering now. I wish I could see that picture one more time. The picture they showed of the back of her. Because something looked weird about it, and I don't know what it was, because I didn't really have time to look at it. There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Okay, leave it be, ask about the straps, or ask about the waitress's back? I think either 2 or 3 could give something interesting. The waitress's back, that's really specific. Why would they have you ask about that? Now that I was going to ask about the straps actually first off, but now... Her back. What could... The only thing I'm thinking of is like the shirt was on wrong, put on in a hurry, maybe the hair was different, but I don't know if that counts. I'm gonna do it. The identifying features. Oh, there it is. That doesn't look like Maggie's hair from the back, does it? I don't think it does. Her hair's shorter, isn't it? Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just want there to be something. No, it seems weird, though. So what? Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all? Oh, yeah, we can spin it like this, too. What? What you gotta say?
Huh, he's got you there, Gramps.
Oh, yeah, I kind of do. People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons. Because he was looking at her butt, of course. This is harassment! I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw. Yeah, because you weren't anywhere near it. All you saw was her behind.
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add any details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure. This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet. Whoa, that was definitely an innuendo. Good for you, Phoenix. There wasn't anything that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front. That's not saying anything. Wait a minute, that's wrong. Because we have the apron that has the stains all over it. Wouldn't he have saw that? Am I wrong about that? Look at something. Yeah, look at this. How could you not notice all this crap? Oh, no, I don't think so. I just got your ass. I'm not even gonna press that. Mr. Kudo, I would like you to please take a look at Look at this apron. That filthy thing would suit felt like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating. Have you ever seen this before? Of course I haven't. Sonny, do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Ugh. Well, you half-witted clod. Clod. Uh-oh. Boom. Whoa. What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning, so it wasn't her. There was another girl? Who, though? And why? It wasn't Maggie? Of course it wasn't Maggie. What am I talking about? And as you just said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before... Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress in the front. So you didn't see her slip nothing in it either, probably, did you? Ugh. Gross. Witness? You can't just oops your way out of this? Huh. Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. He's not even mad about this. He doesn't even give a shit. What you gonna say, Phoenix? Listen, Trite, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. Are you sure about that? Because look, that's an orange, too. I don't think that's true anymore. That being the defendant, Miss Maggie, look at Maggie's hair. It was different from the back, wasn't it? It was longer. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say or you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. I agree. Very well. Let's test how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
Alright, here we go. About the victim, okay? Let's do it. He was another one of those pesky young types, wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Yeah, I don't know why he suddenly sounds like that.
Testimony we have just heard was to test how credible the witness's memory is. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail.
Yeah, I hate those you-know-what types who are always so vague about everything.
How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Yeah, let's do it. A couple of statements stood out to me, but... let's see. Are we going to press them all? Probably should. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. Does he mean the eyepiece? Like the DBZ eyepiece that I mentioned before? Maybe he doesn't know what that is. Spectacles?
Dark glasses to you. One of the lenses was green, but the other one was broken. Newfangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well.
Yeah, the DBZ eyepiece. He did have some kind of lens over his left eye. But I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses. Well, he doesn't know what it is, clearly. He seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades. Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Gatto's sharp appearance. No, please don't do that. We better come up with something sharp and quick. Guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles. Yeah, no, that seems right. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling the pages. Something tells me that's probably true. The newspaper was a sports paper, was it?
That young hooligan, I nearly asked him, can you even read without fidgeting? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? We had to find out if Gleaston Braun retained his championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you buy your own? Exactly.
What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you judge me?
Ow! Oh no, Phoenix is getting the seed. Gleaston Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway. Oh well. Maybe that's why he's in a bad mood. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. Assuming he means the earpiece that he had. The wireless?
The decadent young rascal. In my day, one or the other, read the paper or listen to the wireless.
Oh boy.
And using an earpiece. It's selfish, that's what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Oh my god. Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you feel sorry for me?
Ow, 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 no, Phoenix, close your mouth. That's how it gets in there. Oh god, and your eyes too, jeez.
Serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. Tell me more about her. Although I think we already went through that.
You mean the waitress who saw only from behind, right?
You're one of those, are you? You never let anything go, isn't that right?
No, I kinda don't, actually. Maybe.
What does it matter if I saw her from front or behind? My eyes don't lie. Ow, ow! Oh no, Phoenix, I told you to close your mouth. Better not push it until I got some hard evidence. Okay, nothing here. The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Alright, tell me about this.
His free hand?
Yes.
Which hand was that?
Weren't you listening before, cloth ears? I said he was rustling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which was it, you moron?
Oh, Phoenix. Get pummeled with seed while I do this, because I have to look at something now real quick.
Do we have it here?
Here it is. Look at how the coffee stain is. If he drank it from that angle, that means he would have been holding it in his right hand. Is that what we have to do? I was wondering about that too. I'm like, are we really going to nitpick as much as what hand he held the cup in? Because that's something that someone could easily not know. I think that's what we're going to do. Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe you wish I did last night. No? I was only asking. No need to gang up on me and treat me like a freak. The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss.
I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere.
Anything will do. It's the cup. It has to be. Even the smallest detail. We just need to make one mistake and he's art. Okay. There's another one. Okay. So here we go. Let's just go through. It's probably that last one then. If I'm right about this. Oh, I wish you could go the other way and get the last one first. Little Fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip. Alright, here we go. With his free hand. Alright. Is this what I have to do? I think so. Yeah. Yeah! Oh my god, thank goodness. I was worried. I was like, this is too minute. Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of this testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory. What was he just sitting there staring at him the whole time, though?
I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory. I tell you, nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing a pigeon song.
Oh, get ready. Care to tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left.
What is this, kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this cup. That's the cup the victim used, correct? Yes, and on the rim you'll notice the mark left by the victim's lips. Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee. If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand.
But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song. Yeah, let's have it.
Ah!
Where's my song? You better give it to me.
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from.
This is silly, because haven't there been so many trials in the past where people have just been like, oh my god, I forgot, and then they just let him slide, but man, they're not letting this dude go. What's wrong now?
If you think I'm gonna listen to you stand here and tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw.
You still insist your testimony?
That young brat was holding the cup in his left hand. Oh yeah, no question. I'm good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault.
Who, me? Did he just call Gato a hotbot? That's pretty cool. Old hotbot Gato.
Thank you, old man. We'd have card enough for you already.
Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say!
Oh no, old people. No one listens to you because you're old.
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure, why not hear a little more?
Mr. Gato?
What are you trying to do? You trying to stall this out? But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor.
Oh my god. Alright, fine. What are we gonna hear about now? Left hand or right hand? What the hell? Fine. Alright. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. Alright.
He kept fiddling with it all the time. He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
We know the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen?
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HD, TV, DVD, CD, all these newfangled letters drive me mad. But they don't matter. I know what I saw and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying. But how can that be?
And those are the facts in good old black and white.
Okay. God, how do I get out of this? Left hand or right hand? The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side of the green lens of his specs. Wait a minute. I need to look at something really quick. Oh, you can't really see it in here, can you? Wore an HMD over left eye, left eardrum. Oh my god, it's right here! It's right here! It's right here! His left eardrum was ruptured, so he couldn't have been wearing the earpiece in the same? Is that... Wait, am I gonna get this on the first poll? Are you serial? Wait, should I just present it? Oh, fuck it. YOLO! Did I just... What? Was that meant to trick you? I'm not sure what the relevance of this is, but... Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim. I was hoping they would show what side the earpiece was on, but I totally forgot about the goddamn ruptured eardrum. I totally forgot. What? You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of the fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. His eardrum was ruptured. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Captain?
It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
What the fuck? He's gone mad. I guess that's our pigeon song. This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind. And he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Gatto? Oh, you're in trouble now, Cyclops? You need some oil for that? Ugh. A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the cup. This old man is my drop of milk. Sounds disgusting.
Captain, are you calling me a drip?
This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down, I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. I don't know about that. Seems weird. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of coffee. Yup. Oh, speaking of which, you might want to check yours. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The facts still stand. With one hand or the other, Mr. Elk drank the poisoned coffee. Like this! Oh, I poisoned it, oh no. Sadly, Mr. Gatto, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory was credible. And the results are clear. Testimony given by this witness is useless. Blech. Well, now what?
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceedings.
Already? We didn't really prove much.
I am satisfied the witness is not deceiving the court, but to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old fogey!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there.
Even if you could, isn't throwing anything at a judge a pretty bad offense? Man, Judge Judy would not stand for that. Boy, she would have the cops on your ass so fast.
I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate the case further.
Oh, good. So we do get another investigation at least.
That's all for now. Court is adjourned.
Is it? What? Who's holding it?
Wait! Oh, come on! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Crudo?
Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a bumbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now? I think you said that wrong. How is your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Crudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
Uh-oh. What?
Oh, apparently Gato doesn't even know? What is this? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, young shark.
Ew, gross. Is that anything you want to do? I'm not interested. He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? It's the final showdown.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
Man, even Gato doesn't want him to do whatever he's about to do because he doesn't know what it is. What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the coffee you want if you come to my house after the trial.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
I may be 68 years old, but Victor Crudo is still a man.
That's enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker for the court to just hear your testimony.
Oh, what is this?
You bet. Much, much quicker. I can't believe this is happening.
Me neither.
You better get ready, youngster.
What is this even gonna have in it? Just quit throwing those seeds at me, will ya? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Haha. That was a gaming reference, and I got it. Because I play games sometimes. Alright, the final showdown.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
What does that have to do with anything, do you reckon? Let's take a look.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. I remember it perfectly. You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor defenseless old man?
No, we're not doubting you, Mr. Crudo.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lips, Nick?
Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
You're a bird brain. That's why all you can think of.
Where's the rub in that, though? I have to read it again and see.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please.
Alright, this is it. What does the flower vase have to do with anything, though? Alright. First of all, I want to stress that this might not be nothing. I'm not too sure of myself. Do I have to press that? Probably not. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. While the clumsy idiot upset the vase, he knocked it right over. It broke and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Hang on a minute. What does this have to do with anything, though? Don't we have a... Yeah, here. Can I look at this real quick? Wait a minute. Wait, so it has nothing to do with the crime because it never actually freaking happened. We're gonna get him on the fact that he's a liar. Cause look at this! They took this picture of him slumped over. Oh, is that what I do? Can I... Oh, wait, which one do I have to present it on, though? Either... Is it this one? Or is it the last one? Hang on. Is it this one? Clumsy idiot upset the vase, he knocked it right over, or it broke... maybe either. Let me try it on this one. Is that what... this guy, just wasting my freaking time. Yeah! Why the heck you lying? All to save your fucking old man credibility? Nobody cares. Mr. Crudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
Huh. Show what?
The vase is still there. I was like, yeah, we haven't heard nothing about this before. Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact.
Huh?
Lost your tongue, Granddad? So sad, bad dad.
I'm no granddad of yours.
Ow. Oh, Phoenix. Shield your face.
Enough. If you throw any more seeds in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night.
What? No, throw them out. That's what Judge Judy would do.
What is it now?
I just remembered something.
Yeah? Go on.
The broken vase. It was on my table.
Oh my Christ. This is all a giant fucking waste of time.
You see, it startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up, and that must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
Yeah, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked. Ew, what?
Oh no. Well, I'm screenshotting this for later, but
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, me too, Phoenix. This is ridiculous. Like, this is the most giant waste of time. What are you smiling about, Cyclops? This is awful. Nobody cares. No one gives a crap.
Ugh. Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all? No. Get out of here.
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. No, he just wants to sit here and talk to us like so many crotchety old people do. I'm not having none of it.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
Yeah, get him out of here. Gee, wait, listen to me! I'm an old man. That better not happen to me when I get old, you guys. Oh, hell no. I hope not. Good Christ. Well, we've proven absolutely fucking nothing except an old man can't remember shit.
Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked.
Yeah, you're telling me.
And I am not in a position to deliver a verdict.
Well, at least we've got one more day at least.
The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 disparities in the testimony we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from was left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it!
I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the facts.
Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Gato? You didn't want to do that?
Just one more thing before I call today's session to an end.
One more thing, Your Honor?
The witness we just heard from, he is most insistent that his testimony should be of use, so we summarize it accordingly into this statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish.
No, I don't want it. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. Yeah, I don't want it either. Gato's really mad, huh? Yeah, I would be too. Yeah, he pretty much wasted his entire day.
Very well. Here you are then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own, yours, and Mr. Gato's.
Yes, Your Honor. What does that say? Victor's testimony. It's another haiku, is it? I'm sorry, this isn't a piece of testimony. More like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? What does it say? When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, that's a bit weird.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Holy crap. Well, in the next one, more investigation. Let's do it up and figure out what the hell is going on. We've got to get some answers. And I'm determined to find him. No more lying old men, please game. I'm done with that. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you're enjoying it. Bye-bye.